Hey, this is Dylan with Cahlager Automotive. We just got our first two auction cars delivered late last night. Check them out. We've got a 2005 Honda Accord and we've got a 2006 PT Cruiser Convertible with 56,000 miles. I'm going to start off. First thing I'm going to do is oil changes on both. This Accord especially needs one. Not only is it low, but it's also hasn't been changed in a while, and that's probably why it's low. It's also got a little bit of a misfire that I'm going to tend to shortly here as well. This is pretty well perfect. It does have a check engine light, and it does need a little bit of paint repair. Let me show you these a little closer. So as you can see, the Accord definitely needs paint, and I've already purchased it. It's right there sitting on that black cart. But the Accord definitely needs the hood, roof, and trunk resprayed. I don't know if you can tell, but there's kind of a body line right here. I'm going to try to follow this line up and redo the top surfaces of the car. It's not going to turn out like brand new, but it's going to turn out like a huge improvement on, basically it's not going to get worse. It's only going to get better. This one here, unfortunately, has this here. This is really the worst of the damage. I could get by or get over everything else, but this especially is tough. And then we've got this little dent here, which is another bummer. So I think what I'm going to do, similar to the Accord, the bumpers, front and back, this, and the hood, I think I'm going to respray as well. And then that's really going to take this car to the next level too. They both have great tires. The Accord's got brand new Michelin tires. But check this out. It's kind of tough to see at the moment, but it really is in nearly mint condition. Top works great, AC works great, everything works excellent. So cool. Wheels aren't too bad looking either. All right, I'm going to give you another update here once I've got the oil changes done and I've taken the stuff out of the car. I kind of want to see out of each vehicle what stuff we find in there. I'm still going to show you guys all the stuff that I pull out of the cars here, but I've got a quick update and it's kind of a bummer. So the Accord has got a blown head gasket. It was missing a little bit when I bought it, but it was just, it was a code for a coil, bad ignition coil. Well, the reason it was a code for a bad coil is this coil right here was unplugged, just like so. And I went ahead and got the oil changed, but after that, I took that little cover off, noticed it was unplugged, plugged it in, car started smoking. After a little while, it also started building pressure in the, like bubbling in the reservoir. So, big problem, big change of plans. Funny enough, I just got my paint gun in the mail here, but I'm not gonna paint this. I'm actually gonna save that paint, even though I've already got it. In my opinion, it's just not gonna increase the value of the car that much. And it's some cool blue paint, you know, I can put it on my son's go-kart or something. I'll find a use for it. However, I am still going to detail the interior because I feel like whatever the next owner, I'm not going to fix it. And whoever decides to purchase it to fix it, I figure it'll help them along with the decision-making process to buy it if the rest of the car is nice and clean. I know the paint, same deal with the paint, but I just don't want to go through that labor right now. I've got other fish to fry. Because you can prime it, sand it, you know, all that stuff. I still have to buy primer, so that'd be more money. And then we've got this. Oh, well, you know what? Hold up. Let me tell you why. This is a base model or pretty close to base model car. And then it's got the paint. It also has power steering, a pretty substantial power steering fluid leak. You know, all in all, I made that decision that I'm going to let somebody else. I'm going to go ahead and take a loss, and I'm going to let somebody else fix this car and just try my darndest to get close to breaking even. Now on this here, the PT Cruiser, I found out a little bit more about its check engine code. So it's actually a thing with the tip-em box. Somebody who's clicked on this video because they like or know PT Cruisers, you probably already know what that is. I did not. And it is kind of a complicated mess as far as how it's made and what it does. And it's a common issue. Now, fortunately, there's a YouTuber who I hope to, before the end of the video, I'll try to find what their name is and let you know. There's a YouTuber who bypassed the tip-em for this problem with a relay, and I'm going to try to do that. Because other than that, the car's perfect. It's got no other codes. It runs great. No problems there. Radio, AC, everything works. Other than its little bit of paint touch-up and then the cracked windshield. It's in excellent shape. So right now, I'm going to try to kick ass on this Accord. And you can kind of see some of the staining on the seats. A little dirty. You got some like blue crap back there. You've got this here. You know, not a lot of trash, but... And then somebody also pooped themselves in this back seat or something. It probably isn't poop, but it kind of looks like it. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. We've got mostly drank Powerade, owner's manual for the new Michelin tires that unfortunately I won't be able to take much advantage of. We've got hold proof of insurance. You can see effective date 3/01/2019, which matches pretty close to this emissions date. It passed, which by the way, that lower radiator hose stays cold in this thing. So my thought is that the thermostat went out and they didn't pay close enough attention or take fast enough action, and that caused the head gasket to blow. Empty Tic Tacs, a nice El Pollo Loco wet nap, 3 pennies, earning back some money on my investment already, and some loose trash receipts. As far as the PT Cruiser goes, we've got some relatively good shape GT floor mats. This is the hood prop, because the hood prop on this car is not broken, gone. It's just gone. I need to get 2 new sun visors for it. Those are the covers. Another penny, earning back that money. We've got some loose pages of the owner's manual because the whole thing is just falling apart. And that's about that. Both of these cars were, I think, run through the auction detail, and they do a decent job. Nothing crazy intense. I'm going to have to go through and clean both of them. This one less so, but definitely this one. And as you can see, I'm just getting the vacuum ready to get going. Alrighty, like 3 hours later, the Accord has been fully shampooed on the inside. It's kind of stank in there, so it needed it, but it smells nice and lemony in there now. Buffed the headlights out and just kind of wiped down the outside. It wasn't super filthy, but it was dusty. And because I'm not going to paint it, I'm not going to do anything crazy. So the Accord is done. Other than the grill that is sitting in front of my doorstep at home. I'm going to put that on tomorrow. Got another hour and a half or so left at the shop here that I can spend here before I got to get home to the family. And I'm going to spend that time getting the interior of this just about detailed. And then tomorrow, we're going to be making that repair in the TIPM system. If you would like to see what the inside of that Accord looks like, go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to have a ton of videos like that. And I will show you on the next video tomorrow. This is, like I said, this is next. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the day with getting this detailed. It doesn't need much, so hour and a half is probably more than enough time. And that's that. Thank you for watching the video, and stay tuned for a lot more.